Hello everyone and welcome back to Lucky15, where I'll be giving you my Lucky15 predictions for tomorrow's horse racing action. As usual here on the channel, well again it wasn't a bad day really. We had two winners up today. Jim Rockford for us at Bath, which was a nice gritty performance in the end to bring us home that one. And then on that one today, Calm Counsellor at Stratford, nice good performance, proving the form was definitely up to standard. And it was a good selection in the end, and we managed to get that one at an earlier price of 5-1, so that wasn't too bad there. Our other horses that ran were Waterloo Warrior at Newton Abbot. Really didn't get into the race today. It was quite a bit of a tricky ride for Robbie Power, but maybe it needed the run as it was coming back from a break, and maybe one to just keep an eye on next time. Maybe it runs and see what kind of race it's going to be, and maybe think that it's quite a strong horse in a weaker race for maybe next time if we're going to back it. And also our other selection was Rococo Style in the bumper in the last race at Stratford. Again, never got into the race. It was quite disappointing really, as there was a lot of market support for it, but it was quite a competitive race in the end. There was a lot of good yards represented, but our selection couldn't be found near the placings today, so that was quite disappointing there. Anyway, I'm going to be giving you some more predictions for tomorrow's horse racing in the format of our usual each way Lucky 15 bet. You might have noticed as well, some of my loyal followers, that I do go on Twitter quite a lot now, and I do a short video called The Load A Lot. I didn't do one today because I didn't fancy much on what was going on, and it proved to be right really. There was a lot of poor and weak racing and not a lot out there really to fancy, and it's kind of the same case tomorrow. I won't be doing one tomorrow. There's not a lot out there that I really could get my teeth into tomorrow, so I'm just keeping it to this for tomorrow. And the first horse I'm going to give you tomorrow to kick us off will be at Sedgefield in the 3:35 with a horse called Western Miller, currently around 9-4 with bookmakers at the moment. This can be my nap for tomorrow. It's trained by Charlie Longston, who's been arriving in some good form of late. He's been sending out quite a few winners recently. Conditional jockey Paul O'Brien will be taking the ride tomorrow, taking £5 off. This horse, Western Miller, has been quite consistent of late, winning on its chase debut last time out at Stratford with a nice performance, and before that he'd been quite consistent hurdler, so it'd be interesting to see how he goes on tomorrow. I thought if he rode anything like he did last time, he could potentially hack up and win quite nicely in that race. So that's why I'm going for Western Miller in the 3:35 at Sedgefield, and he's going to be my nap, like I said. Our second selection sees us go to Ayr in the 4 o'clock with a horse called Validator, trained by Michael Dodds. Callum Rodriguez takes the ride tomorrow, taking £5 off, and I thought at 6-1 he had not bad each way claims. I believe the current market favourite at the moment is giving £15 to this horse tomorrow after Callum Rodriguez takes his £5 off, so I thought that would serve it in good stead. It's been an up and coming, improving horse as well, winning last time out at Catterick. It doesn't seem to mind a bit of ease and cut in the ground, and I thought at 6-1 tomorrow wasn't a bad price to be getting stuck into this horse tomorrow. So that's going to be our second selection there, Validator in the 4 o'clock at Ayr. Our third selection sees us go back to Sedgefield for the 4:40, and I'm going with a horse called Perseid. It's currently around 8-1 with bookmakers at the moment, trained by Sue Smith, and Danny Cook takes a ride tomorrow, who's been not riding too much this summer on the National Hunt circuit, but once he gets going in the winter, he normally has a formidable partnership with trainers like Brian Ellison and also Sue Smith as well. So I thought he could potentially do a good job on this horse tomorrow. Also as well, it's off a mark of 102, and that's quite a low mark for this horse, as it has run off fire and won off fire as well. He's been a smart hurdler, but he's going over the chase obstacles tomorrow, where he hasn't kind of got it all into gear yet. But last time out, when he actually ran at Sedgefield over the fences, he actually did okay in some quite decent better company, and I thought against these weaker horses tomorrow he had a very good chance, and I thought he could definitely feature in the race, and I thought 8-1 wasn't a bad bet to be selecting there. So that's the third horse I'm giving you there. And then we go to Southwell for our last selection tomorrow in the 5:25, and the horse I'm going to give you here is our Longshot for tomorrow. Now this race is quite a tricky race really. There's a lot of bad horses running in it, if I'm honest, and a lot of inconsistent types. But the horse I'm going for here is a horse tomorrow called Bobble Emerald. It's trained by Martin Keeley, and Andrew Tinkler will be taking the ride tomorrow. And Andrew Tinkler, to be fair to him, has been riding not too badly of late. This horse is 16-1 with bookmakers at the moment, and I thought he had some good each-way claims in this race in particular tomorrow, as he's been running okay since he returned from after his summer break, and I thought maybe, you know what, he could bounce back tomorrow. He's won off similar marks before and also higher, so I thought he could still be well handicapped in this company tomorrow. Also as well, he doesn't mind a bit of cutting the ground, and it seems like if you look through his recent history when he's come back from a layoff, he's just needed a couple of runs to get going, and I thought maybe tomorrow, you know what, he could be worth a shout at 16-1, and I've seen a few other people fancy him tomorrow to do okay, so I thought 16-1 wasn't a bad bet there, and it's also going to be our long shot for tomorrow. So hopefully we can have a good day's horse racing tomorrow, keeping up our good form. Also as well, like I said, please check us out on Twitter at Lucky15. That's where we're most active on social media away from our YouTube channel, so check us out over there if you haven't done so already. Also as well, please subscribe to our YouTube channel here for more horse racing daily content. Hopefully later on in the week I might start uploading more discussion and debate about horse racing like I did about a month ago. I haven't done one of those videos for a little while, but I've got a few themes lined up this time which I could easily discuss with you, so that's something to watch out later in the week. Also as well, please gamble responsibly. I don't want you losing too much money from my horse racing selections. So that's all I've got to say really. Like I said, hopefully we can have a good day tomorrow, and I'll be seeing you soon.